Hello everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another edition of Shroud of the Avatar. Well, here we are with Killdozer, and we are in the city of Aerie. And today what we're going to do, I want to do some missions that take place in the South Longfall Wetlands. It's a map that's been redone recently, and I understand there's a carpentry recipe that's available there for building your own hollow log home. Well, I wanted to get all over that. But I found that before we start those missions, we need to do a mission that starts off here in Aerie. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll do about 2 or 3 different missions, and then we'll see how they're interrelated. So we're here in Aerie, and we're at the main entrance. And as I started poking around here a few days ago with my character Tiffany, I just started wandering around looking for things and seeing how you get things started here. And I came to this main entrance, and I stumbled onto a mission that I think we'll do first. It's kind of not really tied in with South Longfall Wetlands, but it is a little bit. And so I wandered in here. This is like the little main area where they have different vendors and things. And let's see if we can trigger it. Here we go. You hear very loud sobbing coming from the nearby tavern to the west. Aha. Okay, so I said, oh my goodness, this is the beginning of some kind of mission here. Well, here we're facing north, so due west is that direction there, right? So there's a tavern right here. So I searched that tavern, and I didn't find anything. So then I looked in the map. Let's have this thing come up. Very slowly the map comes up. Maybe it'll come up. There we go. All right, so here we are. Here's that tavern. So I kept looking towards the west, and I found there's another tavern right over here. So I went over there. Nothing. So I came back. I said, well, I'm missing something. And what I found was this building right here. This is the tavern they were talking about. This is definitely not due west. It's north. But that's okay. That's what we'll do. And this little blue thing shows too. So I like this building. This is, I don't think it's available anymore in the store. But it's a pretty neat looking building. So let's come back here. And I started talking to all these people in here and everything. We'll talk to this lady. Oh, please excuse me. This is so embarrassing. I'm a mess. Sniff. Okay, yes. With whom am I speaking? So I'll give her my real name. Please meet your Killdozer. I suppose you're wondering why I'm sitting here crying my eyes out. Let's find out who she is first. Her name is Natasha. All right, so let's see if we can help her. You're so kind to offer, but I'm at a loss as to what to do. Maybe if you speak to Marlin over there, he may have an idea. He was a victim of Lord Harcourt Dumblesmouth as too. A horrible person who takes advantage of common people. And she taught me how to perform spit. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see what this is like. Spit, huh? Okay, that's good enough. Let's get back to the story. All right. I'm crying because I lost everything thanks to trusting the wrong person. I feel so stupid. Oh, here we go. I usually don't like speaking ill of anyone, especially a lord, but this truth cannot be buried. See, Lord Harcourt Dumblesmouth is well known for helping out commoners with getting their businesses up and running. At least that's what the word on the street was. He would loan money to people like me to open up an establishment, in my case a flower shop, and take a mere 5% of gross earnings per month as payment. That's what he sold me. I should have read the fine print. I wasn't more than 2 months later that he took my newly bought establishment and everything that went with it, including the monies I had in savings. I was left with nothing. I need help. I don't know how to go about it. Well, that sounds terrible. Let's see. Marlin is a good man. He tried to set up a courier shop nearby with the help of Lord Dumblesmouth, but fell in the same trap as I. He lost everything too. All right, let's go talk to this guy. This is Marlin, I think. Enter my real name here. Yeah, he doesn't look suspicious at all. Okay. Let's ask about Natasha. Poor thing got cleaned out just like me and a lot of other folks by that leech Lord Harcourt Dumblesmouth. Can't trust any of those Dumblesmouths if you ask me. Say you're an avatar, right? Did you have anything to do with bringing down Phineas Dumblesmouth and his vigilantes in Blood River outskirts? Yes, I did. You may remember that Dumblesmouth guy. He was the bad guy in Blood River Outskirts, which is actually a pretty good series of missions, and give a lot of good XP. I knew it. A Drummlemouth always tries to subjugate the common folk. You know, you're the perfect person to ask for help in fixing the travesty that Lord Harcourt Drummlemouth befell upon us. We lost our businesses, all our money, and properties to Lord Drummlemouth. He took everything and deposited it in his personal vault. The only way to get people's lives back is to get those assets back. Lord Drummlemouth keeps the key to the vault on his person at all times, so the only way to get it from him and take it off his cold dead body. If you leave him alive, he will get every bounty hunter and bought Aerie guard to hunt you down and kill you, period. I don't have the skill to do it, but you are more than capable of setting things right. So he wants me to kill this guy and take his key and then give him all their money. Let's see, here's that Phineas Drummlemouth. He was the Blood River guy. He's a conniving louse. He swindled so many of us out of our businesses and homes. Their entire clan is a pool of festering serpents. So the mission is called the Lord Must Fall. So let's check our journal. No, that's not it. Here we go. I met with Martin, another victim of Harcourt Drummlemouth's exception and thievery. He informed me that the only way to get the victims' lives back together would be to get Harcourt's vault key and redistribute the assets back to all who were ruined. And in order to get the vault key, Harcourt must die. Seems like justice will be served if I complete this task. Marlin said I can find Lord Harcourt Drummlemouth in the top floor of Aerie Castle. Now, here's my thing. So they have these contracts where he's lending money at 5% interest, and they have fine print on contracts, but they don't have a court system? Why don't they sue this guy? Take him to court. Instead, oh, you got to kill him. You got to murder this dude, take his money, and then give it to all the people. That seems a little harsh to me, but let's follow the story and see where it takes us. I'm a little suspect of that. So we are over here at the main entrance. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to that castle. And let me show you on the map. So here's where we're at. We're going to go up this road all the way to this. There's another entrance over here, and this is the castle. So we're going to run up that way. Now this castle used to be kind of closed off. It's been around for a long time, and but it was always closed off. They hadn't built the assets for it yet. So this is fairly recent. And so this past week was the first time I've actually been inside that castle. And it's got a lot of staircases and things. It's pretty cool looking. But in investigating the castle, when I was doing this mission, I was able to find the next missions that we're going to do. They'll take us into the South Longfall Wetlands and get me my ultimate prize I was looking for. So we're going to come down this road. And, Aerie is a pretty big town. And it's one of the main NPC cities in the game. So there are a lot of players. This is usually a hard place to find a house. I think those are just kind of taking up spots right now. This is a big house. Now this house right here, this is actually an inn. Lovely appointed inn, and very nicely done. There are 15 rooms, and I believe, yeah, it's only 3,000 gold a month, or 1 kodo a month. So that's a pretty good deal. I do have a financial interest in this inn. Is right next door to the other entrance. This inn just takes you right out of the map, so you can enter here and exit here. And it's right next to the castle and the blacksmith and all these other things. It's a great place to live. So if you're looking for a place, I would recommend that, because I need to make some money on the game. But let's go to the castle. That's my sales job for the day. So you have several entrances to this thing. Oh, one thing right next to this castle down to this hill is this thing down here. They don't use it for anything, but it's like a jousting tournament thing. They have a lot of seats and everything, and places for horses. They don't have horses, of course. But it's kind of cool. I've wandered over here before. And again, it's just kind of for show, really. There's nothing there. But it's kind of neat looking. And it's like, well, maybe when they do episode 2, perhaps they'll have jousting tournaments and things like that. That would be kind of neat. So now this part of the castle has always been open. There are vendors and things like that. And there are a couple of seed vendors where you can get seeds for if you're doing agriculture. And it's a good location there's a couple of them here. So here inside the castle, got a big old picture, and we have the staircase here. So we're going to take the staircase all the way up. I went all over the house looking for this guy. And he's at the very top of the stairs. Come over here. Let's get this guy's side of the story. For some reason, you go through the kitchen to get to this guy's private residence. Okay, there he is. Who are you? What are you doing here? Answer me before I must take violent action. Well, I could say I'm here to kill you, or did you steal livelihoods? So let's go easy on him first. What? No, I would never steal from good people here. In fact, I've given loans to many people to help them start businesses, but I've yet to ask for one gold piece back. Who told you that I stole from people? Here, I type in Natasha. Is that so? It seems that there are those in town who are trying to sully my name. And he wants to know who I am. Well, good to put a name to a face. All right, so I'm going to say stole. Marlon, Natasha, I remember all the people I've helped, and those two names are not familiar. You know, before we cross blades on what I believe to either be a monumental misunderstanding or nefarious setup to steal the Drumblmouth fortune, might I suggest you seek the actual truth of what's going on? I can give you the names of some people in town who would vouch for my honest dealings with them. They may even have evidence to support them. What say you? Do you seek the truth? And I don't want to kill this guy. Let's seek the truth. Okay, so he has some new word in a journal. I assure you, you won't be sorry. Truth is always the right answer. And with that said, the first person you should speak to is Balana. Yes, that's her whole name. She's a bit, shall we say, blunt, but she understands truth, which is probably why she is so cynical. But smart as a whip and someone I very much trust to always be truthful. All right. So, yeah, the area is like the city of truth. This is it's part of the truth quest. So they're very big on truth here. So let's go talk to Balana. And for convenience sake, her Balana has a shop right outside the castle. So that comes in handy. Go back down the stairs. So they should have built this castle out instead of up. So we'll go back down the way we came to this little village area right outside. And I think our journal will actually tell us. He gave me a list of 2 people to speak to. I speak to Balana at the local magic shop. Yeah, so that's how I know where we're going. Cooking and magic, and man, it's convenient to that local inn. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Okay, so what I want to talk about with her is let's see. See if she'll understand the Drumblmouth. A name synonymous with greed, self-certitude, arrogance, and ignorance. Really? Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what else we get from here. Close this off. I'm just clicking on these buttons to see what. Here we go. Let's see what he says there. All right. Tries very hard to be a financial advocate for Aerie and its citizens. Normally, people such as Lord Drumblmouth are nothing more than self-serving politicians, loose with the virtue of truth. However, Lord Drumblmouth might very well be one of the few in this city that embraces truth. And also surprising, he is with kindness. I do have an example. A financial forgiveness note for the loan he gave me to open this shop. You may take the copy I have upstairs on my end table. It should help support what I've said to you. He does give me hope for the people of Aerie. Not a lot, but enough. Well, that seems weird because the first thing she said up here was a name. Oh, maybe because she's thinking of the other guy. his nephew or whatever it is. So she changed her tune let's see what Phineas Jumpmouth says. All right. Okay, oh, there you go. So she doesn't like Phineas, who's the bad guy in Blood River Outskirts, but she does like this guy. So let's go upstairs to her bedside table. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see what this thing says. Loan forgiveness. Lord Harcourt Drumblemouth. So yeah, so he forgave the note, so she got the thing for free. She didn't pay. All right, well, that's good. Now we have to speak to Kyle Barrand, and I know where Kyle is because he's the blacksmith. He's part of the other mission too, the Bone Steel mission, and he's right across the way here. His blacksmith shop. Again, there's the jousting thing. Oh, there's a horse running over there too. There's a horse running around. He's not jousting though. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Don't need to buy anything from him. Click on his name. He's a fine chap in my book. You'd think he'd be like most other lord or politician type, but not him. One of the most honest and generous people I've ever met. He even loaned me money to open my blacksmith shop, and then a few months later, let me off the hook, so to speak. He gave me a financial loan, a forgiveness note, all official and above board. No other reason than to help build up Aerie's economy and its citizens. You know, go ahead upstairs and get the note for yourself. It's on my desk in my bedchambers. That'll prove that he is what he says he is. Okay, let's do that. Look at this dude. Skull Clipper. What the heck, man? What's he doing in this guy's bedroom? What in the world? He's some old zombie man or something. What the heck is he doing in this guy's bedroom? That was weird. Here's the note. Man. I don't know. What's that dude doing up here? I'm not sure what Kyle does in his off hours, but I don't think I want to ask you right now. All right, so what are we supposed to do? To tell the truth or 3. And the Lord must. So let's see what that's all about. I spoke to Balana and Kyle and was given loan forgiveness notes for both. May indeed be honest and a helpful Lord. This contradicts what Martin and Natasha told me. I should go back to Lord Doublebouth and decide what to do with the information I now have. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. I smell a rat somewhere. And by the way, just having these two people with notes of forgiveness doesn't prove that this guy's not a crook. I mean, it just proves he's not a crook all the time. So in these two cases, maybe he's a good guy. That he could have still, robbed those other two people who we don't know. You can't disprove Natasha and Marlon's statement by showing that he didn't rob everybody. Many, many stairs. All right, let's see what we got. Here he is. I like the rugs on this. I like the rugs in this room, though. That's pretty nice. They got those seams in there really nice. Anyway. So welcome back, Killdozer. What have you discovered? Truth be damned, you die. You told the truth. I got 5,000 XP for that. All right, let's see. Good. I'm happy to see you're someone who appreciates the truth as much as I. As for the two that tried to sully my good name, there isn't much I can do. I do not recognize their names, so in all likelihood they lied about that too. You could confront them if you wish, but I'm sure they'll deny everything. Plus there's nothing pointing to their treachery other than your word, and that turns into their word against yours. So I got 5,000 XP, and I got copies of these documents. And that's the end of the mission. Well, now see, here's the thing. This guy doesn't seem too concerned that there are two people out there that are trying to hire a hitman to murder him. That's against the law. Those two people should go to jail. They tried to hire me to murder this dude and steal all his money. And this guy's like, oh, well, you can go talk to him if you want, but I don't think anything's going to come from it. So I think we're going to go talk to those people, but let me show you what I did last time I was doing this. I was coming down these stairs all the way down. But yeah, that seems kind of weird. So I came down the stairs, and again, I kind of wandered through these different rooms, a lot of bookcases and things. As I came down to the first floor here, I noticed there's a staircase over there. There's a wall over there. So I said, well, I wonder how do I get over there? There's a couple different ways. Here's a door. So I wonder what's up here, because I like just poking around these maps and see what they don't create anything just for nothing. So here's this dude, and he's talking to somebody right now, but he was like sitting in one of these chairs. Let's talk to him. Lord Macsen. May I know how you're called? All right, well, let's take this in. I should offer to help, Lord Macsen. I've been expecting you. Are you aware of your exploits have been discussed among other people? Fortune favors me to bring you here. In truth, I believe you are the perfect person to help me. I should go to Longfall Woods and find Lord Macsen's document. A courier in transit to Aerie through Longfall Woods is long overdue. He transports a critical document that I require for an upcoming diplomatic meeting. You must go to Longfall Woods, find that document, and return with it to me. Be wary of any elves you encounter. You should be rewarded the successful conclusion of this mission. Now, Longfall Woods is where we did an episode several episodes ago, and we went through all the different missions. So this thing wants to send us over there to find this courier and some kind of documents. Let's see. The document lost in Longfall Woods is a unique endorsement for renewing peace between the humans and elves of Longfall. If all goes well, it will become the foundation for a new law during our upcoming meeting. Some elves may not wish this to happen. Okay, so we can read about some of this stuff. Longfall Woods, yeah, we've been there before. Okay, so we need to find this document. Now, why there's a document in Longfall Woods, if they're trying to go to Aerie, I don't know. But that's what it says. Okay, this is another mission. So let's start that, but what we'll do first is we're going to go by that tavern again and talk to Natasha and Marlin and find out what's going on with that. Oops. Because I want to get to the bottom of that thing. So I'm just using the main road here in Aerie to get from one point to the other. It's a big map though, and with a dock system, and because it's right on the coast, and we have a lot of different things over here. One of the devotionals is located here, which is why they have so many sieges on this town. It's hard, see it's under siege right now. Besieged town. They must have like 10 sieges a day in this place. All right, let's get back to that inn and find out what's going on with this thing. It's right around the corner here. Okay, there's Natasha. Natasha, I believe you have me mistaken for someone else. Sir, if you don't mind, I've gone through a terrible family tragedy and wish to be left alone. It says Natasha right there. What in the world is she talking about? Wrong person. I usually don't like speaking ill of... Oh, now she's admitted she's Natasha. So what was that all about? Look at that. I believe you have me mistaken for someone else. So she's trying to tell me she's not Natasha all of a sudden? And she's still telling me the same stuff. He's vile and all this other junk. He is innocent. Documents. I don't know. Let's talk to this guy Marlin again. Who's this Marlin person? I don't know you, sir. I would kindly request you leave me to enjoy the rest of my day. So they're going to give me fake names. They're saying they're not who they say they are. So, now this is as far as I got in this mission. I think this is the end of the mission. So you can either kill this guy and take all of his money and give him back to these people, or find out that I think these are criminals. These two people are crooks. Well, first of all, they're criminals anyway because they tried to hire me to murder some dude rather than go to... Why don't you just call the constable and have him arrested or file a lawsuit against him, right? They have that here, apparently. And they said they wanted to kill the guy and steal his money. And now when I get some evidence that shows he's not the complete criminal, at least, you know, they at least cast doubt on the fact that he's a criminal. All of a sudden it's like they don't know me. Oh, I'm not. What do you mean? I never talked to you before. And that's the end of the story. So... I think we should call the police and put them in jail. That's kind of a, I don't know. That seems kind of weird. It just kind of ended, and the Lord doesn't seem to mad or doesn't mind that these two people are trying to hire someone to kill him. Very strange. Very strange. It's kind of a unsatisfying ending as far as I'm concerned. All right. So on to this new mission. We need to go to Longfall Woods. Now we've been there before, so I'm not going to waste your time on traveling all the way over there. But what I do want to show you is I keep going to this journal. And met with Lord Macsen, Royal Archivist, blah, blah, blah. And go to Longfall Woods and find the document. It could be anywhere, but Lord Macsen implied I should begin my search in the home of the family of elven survivalists. Now, you may remember we found those survivalists in Longfall Woods, and I kept saying, I bet there's going to be a story attached to these people at some point because they created this whole survivalist camp with the family, and they had the traps where if you step on the plate, then the spikes would come out at you, or fire would burn you. And apparently that's what's happened. So they're part of the story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and go over to see those elven survivalists, and I will be right back. Okay, we are back, and we are in Longfall Woods. And I already got hit with one of those stupid traps, so I'm bleeding a little bit. But we're outside of the survivalist camp that's up here. There's a trap there. It shoots fire at you, and here's the other trap. Somebody ran into the door trap. That was idiotic of me. But here's the entrance to this thing, and you had to do some fast jump to get around this gate. Yeah, we've been here before. Get around that one. So here's this guy we talked to once before. We don't want you here. You should return from whence you came. Don't need or want your help. Let's see. Document. A package appeared outside our gate recently. We don't know how it got there. Maybe that's the document you seek. Regardless, we have it stored away and you're not allowed in our home. Go away. Okay, well, we've been in this home before. In fact, we know all about all the different secret passages he has down below. We found that back door to get into his house. But here we're just going to go right through the front door. And he had these all these secret passages and things where his family lives, all those kids and junk. And come over here, and here's this document on the table. We, the undersigned, propose a treaty of peace and security between the elves and humans of Longfall, endorsed with the advice and consent of the nobility of Aerie, the city of truth. Lord Barrington, Tactus, Gavin, blah, 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 blah. So these guys all signed it. So let's go ahead and take this and give the endorsement to Lord Macsen. So that's what we want to do. We'll leave these people alone. Oh, it's getting dark. I don't want to be stuck in this house with these people at dark. Uh-oh. All right, now let me out of here. Okay, so I'm going to head back to Aerie, which again is probably something you don't need to watch me do. Plus it's getting nighttime anyway. So I will be back in just a few minutes. Okay, we are back in the Aerie Castle, headed to see Lord Macsen to give him this important document and get our reward. All right, he's going to be happy about this. Hello, Outlander. Do you have word yet on the missing document? I definitely do. So here's the endorsement for peace in Longfall. You're alive? Oh, come on. Okay, you're alive? Unexpected. At any rate, I'm sure you don't have the document. You do? I don't believe you. Give it here. Yes, well, this looks to be official endorsement document. It matters not. My meeting has been postponed. Take it back. You're dismissed. What the heck's he talking about? My upcoming meeting centers on peace talks between the humans and elves in Longfall. I can try to delay the meeting until you return with the document. I've got the document. The courier is bringing it. What in the world? What? Are you here to wave that document in my face again? Yeah, I'm here to wave it in front of your face, idiot. Yes. What do we want now? I don't have the document. I don't have the document. Oh, I believe I understand. No doubt you're expecting an actual reward for your role in ruining my plans. Fine. Give me the endorsement document and you'll get your pittance. You give me 4,000 XP, which is not pittance. I shan't give you the reward. I shan't give you the reward you deserve, but hopefully it's one that will keep you from disrupting my plans further. Off with you now. I have incredibly complex refactoring to reflect on that you couldn't possibly comprehend. You're dismissed. What the heck's wrong with this guy? See, that's just weird. I get the feeling this is the first part of a bigger storyline. I did exactly what he wanted me to, and he's mad that I did it. All right, so on the plus side, there's this elven gentleman out here that we're going to talk to right now. Hello, traveler. These unreasonably thin walls allowed me to hear each conversation you had with Lord Macsen. It may not be my place to say, but he seems to be quite the schemer. Regardless, I was wondering if you would help me with something important to me personally. First of all, let's get his name. Call me Venatus. Okay. I'll look for the... All right. I could use your help. Rather my cousin does. Curator recently ventured in the South Longfall Wetland to meet with the witch, and she hasn't yet returned home. My family and I are worried. I know little about you, but it's clear that you're a strong, resourceful person. I would like you to find Curator and confirm to me she is safe. I'm also concerned for your safety, so know that all I require is information. If there's trouble afoot, you need not enter any conflict on my behalf. So now this is the mission that I wanted to use to get into the South Longfall Wetlands. So Curator is his cousin. Let's see. Let me get some more information. Certainly, I can inform you about South Longfall Wetland, the witch, or her amulet. Well, let's talk about the amulet here. They say the witch of the wetland is a magical amulet that calms agitated souls and encourages an open mind. I believe she may use it to encourage outsiders to stay away from her home. I dare say that's the sort of thing that would help human and elves find actual solutions to living together in peace. Click on the witch. There's a witch in the South Longfall Wetland. She is not evil by nature, but also true that she's not kind to strangers. Those who treat the witch of the wetland with respect will find she has plenty to offer. For some reason, she has taken a liking to my cousin Curator and will sometimes trade with her. Okay, South Longfall Wetland. You find it a few leagues from Aerie. Yeah. Okay, so let's see about Macsen again. Seemed brusque with you. Perhaps he's not as cordial as he presents himself to be. Gee, you think? Let's click on Schemer. I'm not one to spread gossip, but I'll put this to you. Why would a man task you with finding a courier in a place where couriers do not go, to find a document he ultimately did not want, and become angry when you succeeded in everything he asked? It seems clear to me that he wanted you to fail. To what end I do not know, but I feel quite certain that Lord Macsen is quite the schemer. A person such as yourself should be careful in dealing with a dubious fellow such as he. So, all right. So I think this guy's right. And I get the feeling this Lord Macsen, that's the first story in a longer thing. Now, I don't know if it's in the game yet, or if it's going to be added later, but it seems like it's, maybe episode 1 of some kind of story arc. But this guy, he's sending me to talk to us to find his cousin Curator, and that's what's going to get us in the South Longfall Wetland. Now, unfortunately, I thought we were going to be able to do all this in one episode, but I see it from the clock on the wall. It's already been over half an hour, and we haven't even set foot in the place. So I think we're going to call this episode a day. And then the next episode, we'll actually go into South Longfall Wetlands. We'll find his cousin. We'll explore the map, and we'll also get my hollow log helm recipe from the old witch. So there are some questions about that too. So anyway, we only did 2 kind of halfway missions today. That's kind of disappointing. And the first one wasn't very good. I didn't think very much of that. Oh yeah, I'm hiring a hitman, but you don't get in trouble. Anyway, and this Lord Macsen seems like maybe it's going to lead to a really interesting story in the future. So until then, I think we'll call it a day. This is Greg29407 along with Killdozer and Venatus saying sayonara, and we will see you next time.